So you're going back and forth with yourself on a decision that you know that you need to make. Let me be the first to tell you that positive opportunities will flow to you once you choose to go in a different direction. I know that this change is a little scary. You know, you have a lot going for yourself right now. Your money is good. You're living in prayers or wishes, wish fulfillments. But you know that there are things in your life that you have not yet accomplished. You are showing up today as the Emperor in reverse. This is a masculine archetype that has a difficult time doing what they're told. This archetype has a hard time executing their goals, and they can be quite stubborn. There is a caution here with the Nine of Cups and the Devil to be mindful of what energy you're living in. It seems like with these two cards, you have a lot right now. You have people doing whatever you want. You have an abundance of money, resources, food, experiences. It's like you are living in a lot of riches. And sometimes when we are living in so much abundance, we can lose track of who we are, the goal, the vision in mind. And just to be very real with you, this is like a death to your ego. I do see here with exhaustion in Taurus and convention in Capricorn, this Venus in Capricorn, you could be very well known in your industry, your community. But this right now is a part of your life where you're having to give up some of that exhaustion. And you may be hanging on for dear life. But the thing is, when God gives us purpose, we are meant to be diligent in that pursuit. And we are meant to dive headfirst into that adventure or venture. And we are meant to know and have faith that we will be divinely protected through the process and rewarded for our discipline and faith. So your energy right now, you're being a little rebellious. You are very sensitive. You're on the defense. And a lot of this is because you really need to get yourself, your plan in order. Like I said, you are very exalted in your community, but there are new ideas that you know you need to step into. So we see this indecision, this rebellion. So we see indecision here. There's an angel trying to guide you, but you are stuck behind this tree. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You think that if you go on this pursuit, it's going to take forever for you to get what you want. You already have everything you want, but deep down, you're missing the biggest piece. And that biggest piece is a part of your life purpose. So it's like you're having to trade this life, essentially the one that you have built, for a new life that you have to build from the ground up. Nobody wants to start over, but the worst thing that you could do is not listen to how you're being guided. You will continue to face challenges and lessons of death and transformation should you continue not to change. This is that rebellion card. You're like, no, I finally have it all figured out. I don't need to do this. It's going to take forever. And you're very, very defensive here. I do feel like there are people in your life that encourage you to embark on this journey, but there is a lot of stubbornness right now. This is your guidance, divine order. How can you structure this plan? How can you execute this in a way that is beneficial for what you have going on right now, and especially your mental health? Look, this is an opportunity for you to have rebirth here. The Ace of Coins is a gift from the divine. It is a tangible gift. You have the resources you need to put these things in motion. But you are also showing up as the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is a feminine archetype that is often codependent. They lack a faith-based mindset. They are drained a lot. And I think when it comes to this order that you're supposed to create for this new artistic venture, you're feeling drained before you even begin. And that's not fair for yourself. That's not fair to yourself. That's not fair to this journey. You need to ground yourself spiritually. Are you meditating? Do you have a spiritual ritual? You know, for me, if I am feeling flustered in my creative artistic endeavor, I will always go in nature to ground myself. I will always call a friend. I will call my mom. I will call people in the industry that I am in to get support, get advice. This feels like a one-man show, and you cannot operate through life like that. That will be a very sad and lonely life for you. So this is encouragement to find your community and know that you don't have to do it all alone. You don't realize, but as soon as you start working in this artistic endeavor, you're going to receive more gifts from the divine. You're going to receive clarity, even more brilliant ideas, communication from people who want to see you succeed, communication from lovers who you've been trying to attract. It seems like you have the 3D part of life down, the money, the career, the home, the investment, but love is not here. Community is not here, and that's what has to change. The Two of Coins in reverse. You want this change, but you keep going back and forth because of rebellion, stubborn energy. You have to be the one that gets out of your own way. You have to be the one who lets people in, who is not so defensive, who's not on edge when people share their opinions with you. Queen of Swords in reverse is a feminine archetype that is very cutthroat. This person does not have patience. They're very selfish. They're very focused on me, 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 me. And the Queen of Swords in reverse can be very manipulative as well. And what I see here is that that's not truly who you are. You may have turned into this person over time because of harmful things other people have said to you, anxiety in your mindset, just having a lack mindset. You know, we get that way when we don't water ourselves spiritually. We get that way when we don't reinforce our mindset to think more optimistically. So you're really being guided to take a look in the mirror right now. Who do you see? And if you don't resonate with that, what are the steps that you can take to get out of that funk, to finally have your phoenix rising moment? Because this definitely feels like the phoenix burning. This feels like a tower moment to self and who you thought you were. Who you are right now does not resonate with you, and you will see that in time. You may already know that. We have another ace, the Ace of Cups. There's so much more waiting for you when you let go of this control, the Four of Coins in reverse. Yes, I understand that you have created this very secure, stable foundation. But look around you. You have built a castle that only you can access. And it looks like there are predators in the water just waiting to attack anyone who tries to enter. What you need is love. And it's so interesting because we have Venus on this card. This tells me that you are thinking about love. You are speaking love over your life. This feels like you're yearning for love to enter. Well, you know, after listening to this reading today, you know what you have to do in order to have that. What are the ways that you can fill your cup? Again, we go back to this moon in Virgo energy. Number 6, order. You need to get your things in order. Organization is going to be your best friend moving forward. The numbers 2, 6, 1 are on these oracle cards, and this angel number is a beautiful one. So this is a spiritual sign of auspicious new beginnings, positive transformations, and universal support. Entering this sequence means you are concluding a life phase to make space for better opportunities. That is the death card. That is the birth card. You just can't make it up. It continues to say, as it serves as encouragement to maintain a highly optimistic mindset while this shift occurs. So none of this Emperor in reverse and none of this devil energy. You are the Queen of Cups. You are exalted in whatever community you step into. Just because you may take a step away from where you currently are does not mean that there's not a community of new people waiting to welcome you in. I see ostentation in your future. I see you receiving your flowers. This is just the beginning of a new chapter of your life. You have to be the one to settle down your ego and to step into some faith and to call on some support from your community. You've isolated yourself for far too long, and it's time to make things right. Make things right in your life so that you can have this beautiful beginning and bask in the efforts and abundance that come from your artistic abilities. You have such special gifts, so many beautiful ideas, and the world is waiting on someone like you to shift some things up. So while you are experiencing this ego death, know that it's not happening to attack you, to punish you. You may be saying to yourself, I've created so much abundance in this chapter of my life. Why do I have to give it all away? This feels like imposter syndrome. You're not an imposter. You're merely just beginning. And we all have to start from somewhere. So leave this reading today with encouragement from me, from the divine, from the universe. You can do this. You will do this. It's just a matter of time. This is just a part of your journey, but it is an important one. You will rise above better than ever. I'm going to leave the reading here today. I pray that this brought you some peace of mind and clarity and accountability, because that is what I believe in for my life and for the people that I speak to, the collective. I think that we all need to hear some hard truths sometimes and reflect and grow and evolve. So I do hope that you have a beautiful day or night whenever you're watching, and I will see you again soon.